The Maine Principals Association is standing by its policy on transgender athletes, which means the federal government will likely take the organization to court.
Yesterday, as we first told you, the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services issued the ruling that the Maine Department of Education, the Maine Principals Association, and Greely High School specifically are all violating Title IX. The Maine Principals Association responded today saying the ruling conflicts with the Maine Human Rights Act, which says athletes must be allowed to participate on teams that align with their gender identity. The MPA argues that the federal government doesn't have Title IX jurisdiction over the group because most of its funding comes from ticket sales, sponsorships, and television contracts. They say only a small part of the funding comes from member schools that receive state and federal money. An attorney who specializes in Title IX law says what happens next will likely be up to a court to decide. But no matter who wins, he says it opens Maine up to further retaliation from the federal government when it comes to certain grants and discretionary funding.
But to the extent that these are competitive grants going forward, they could be awarded to different universities outside of the state. The Trump administration could just decide, Maine schools are no longer worthy. And so that's the risk. And no, there's no particular recourse for discretionary grants and research funding.
Those groups being investigated were given 10 days to agree with terms set by the federal government and take action, including updating Title IX training.